It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Condors of Melbourne and the Houston Oilers. Shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. But you look at this defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing. So wisely just gets rid of it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's complete, left side to Aguilar. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here
on 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd.
He couldn't hang on to the pass.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here the body.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Butker's kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go, sir.
Lawrence will throw. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Here we go, sir.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Open man downfield is Ridley. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Now the throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Great catch and 1st down by Kelsey, who somehow continues to improve. 10 seasons and 7 All-Pro nods in. At this point, we've moved past just calling him a future Hall of Famer. Now we need to just start saying he's one of the greatest to ever play the position.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Being chased out left. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 31 yards. And the Condors have retaken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Think right.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. ETN once more. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get
These
you
two
over to
clubs running through their final
standing
halftime
by is
adjustment.
Jonathan
It's just about
Coachman. He
time
has our
to
EA
get back
Sports
at it.
halftime
For the call in the
report.
second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11, Agate. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He's into space past the 25, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Houston, and even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. On play action, Lawrence. And got his man out here of the new campaign. And the Oilers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14 to 10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They keep on the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I got him. Here we go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne, 30 yards. And the Oilers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out for the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. McManus's point after is good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Mahomes will throw. It's caught by Aguilar.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Here's 1st down. Mahomes. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to it.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock, that was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Now Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Here now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. Butker on for the PAT. And they have got the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
11.
Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they were just hoping for something to go their way. A tip ball, a penalty, anything to get them within shouting distance of field goal range. But now, with the clock where it is, this is going to take something close to a miracle to pull this one out.
A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps